Hello again, my friends, and welcome back to the halftime show. I'm not quite crying, but I'm on the verge of it. I truly, truly am. I can see you all in the chat section. Absolutely fantastic. Get those comments flying in. So what do we think of our first half performance against bottom side Burton? Quite frankly, they can dress it up as they want on the commentary team. We are flipping woeful. Absolutely woeful. This is a side that are sitting bottom of the table. We're not laying a glove on them, really. Let's be brutally honest. You know, they've got John Joe O'Toole, Neil Moles, as the centre half. He's an attacking midfielder.
We're just finding our level, aren't we?
Are we going to be like trying to put pressure on the lad? No. Let's put Ollie Hawkins up top with him. Let's make his day even easier than
I don't think Ollie Hawkins has had the worst game we've ever seen him, have they?
You're coming from a low angle.
As the commentators are saying, for a team that is bottom, as bad as they are, they've got good togetherness.
I'm not having that. Not having it.
They've got good togetherness, and we haven't. We don't know our arse from our elbow.
You know, they're showing good togetherness because we're allowing them to show good togetherness. We're so pedestrian. And I know one of my old-fashioned sayings is always it's a 90-minute game, but at times you've got to take a step back and you've got to say to yourself,
but aren't we just nice old Ipswich Town? We don't lay a glove on any team, do we? That's not our style.
Mr.
Never
Thompson,
has been.
welcome back.
Even when we had a good side, we didn't lay a glove on anyone.
Okay. Mike Brown, relegation battle come April. Curtis, Burton are going to win this, mark my words. That's what Callie said, I believe, further on. Stephen Perry,
I don't think they're going to win.
Bad. Go on.
I don't think they're going to win.
We've got bottom of the table side, man. This is awful.
I think we've got the measure of them. It's just whether we can string a teamful effort together. Because all it was some nice flick-ons and a poor bit of goalkeeping. But a great finish. Take it. I'm happy.
Really?
So.
Well, bad goalkeeping.
Yeah, it was for me, but.
You know, and bad defending as well.
He had to be there, and he shot it cleanly. So I'm happy.
Look,
I have questions over the goal we conceded, though.
Well, let's break that down. Sorry, so McGuinness punts it long to I think he was aiming for Jackson. Then Jackson half thinks about bringing him down, but then doesn't bother.
But for that initial bit, Martin, you've got. Who is offering? Because Dazell's standing right next. He's never moving in and around that area, calling for it to feet. Is basically just stood next to whoever stood next to him, and pretty much going, well, there's the pitch. You know, pick out whoever you want. So surely you should be offering something.
Yeah, you're all right. A lot of times those sort of diagonal punts from the two centre halves are a midfield problem. They're not offering themselves up to receive the ball or creating space for each other. But that was a disappointing goal to concede. Then you've got the movement into the box. No one's really tracking the runner. I think it was Hughes' man. He has looked at times okay. He's looked at times.
He's worked his way into that half because here initially Hughes. Yeah, that was terrible.
My disappointment, Steve, is and it's always dangerous doing a halftime show because you can always end up with egg on your face. So if we come out and blitz the second half, win 4-1, this will look stupid, this show. But Burton are bottom
Never
of the
happened
table.
before, has it, Martin?
Well, no, it hasn't. But Burton are really poor, really poor, and we're.
I wouldn't say they're that poor.
Well, because we're making them look not poor.
We're making them look better than where they are at the table, that's for sure.
If we were Crew,
that Powell in
and just been
midfield,
promoted
I
from League
almost-
Two, we'd be saying good
almost-
half.
have the feeling.
But we're labouring. We're labouring.
Yeah, that
We are
Powell in midfield for them. I almost feel that if we had him, we would turn him into a John Nolan. So he looks
Make of that
tidy
what
for
you
them.
will. Make of
If
that
we
what
got
you
him
will.
in, he would be a John Nolan at best.
Well, it's tricky, isn't it? Because, like you say, yeah, if we come out and absolutely nail that second half, then fair enough. But I can't see that. Burton was shaky at the start, and I think someone said in the comments, they've grown in confidence, and they're really starting to pin us back. And there's not one player that stands out from that half for me at all. And Bennett's that goal was good, right place, right time.
He started
no
lively,
one-
to be fair to the lad. He
Yeah,
started the brightest
you
of the play, of any player on the pitch.
Hopefully, if he has got a problem, it's not too serious.
This
McGuinness
was
has
Potentially negative
some good defending.
down
but
the right-hand side.
This formation, though, guys, like, why can't we play a 4-4-2? You've got Emir Hughes, who's played a 4-4-2 his whole career. He's been good enough for other clubs to play in the midfield too. So is it when he says we can't play two? Is it because he's having a sort of slight dig at the young kids, maybe Andre? Because I live in a world, and I don't know about you, where I think Andre and Emir Hughes can play in a 2-man midfield.
Yeah, of course I can.
Really?
Yeah,
They can,
Okay,
but
I
we'd
think
be
today
drawing
they
a new
could.
one.
no, I think they'll be all right.
No.
You don't think Emir Hughes and Andre Dezel could play in a 2-man midfield?
Well, we could, but if you want absolutely nothing in front of the back four, then fill your boots.
We haven't got anything anyway. Let's be honest. Like, do you honestly walk away from a Town game feeling like that game was in hand because the numbers in midfield were doing what they should be doing?
Exactly. Why do you think if we've filled out our midfield, we've made it so there's less space in there? If they can't do it now, why do you think they can do it with twice the space around each man?
That's exactly what I said earlier. The difference, I suppose, now, and I'm getting some
Because
comments.
that shit ball across from one of theirs where Hughes dangled a foot. You think there's so many times where just be on your toes, read the play, don't drop off so much, keep a bit more of a press going, and we don't. We just let them in on our defence. We basically just go, there it is.
Michael Finch, Hughes can't pick his nose, let alone a pass. Left on drive. If we lose or draw tonight, it's surely huge pressure on Lambert. Not you, Marty. Thank you ever so much. Callie, ASFC, Asthmatic Snow FC. Amy says 63% possession, and she's not the only person to say that. I don't care for possession stats. I care for goals. And quite frankly, I don't see enough of them from my club. I don't see enough goals from this team or enough efforts on goal from this team. So
we've had strikers in the past where when they got the ball,
when
thought
Bennett's had his second effort.
Oh, in the first, yes, yeah, in the first sort of.
When Bennett's had his second effort, and I then saw after his it might have been more than his second effort, but after he shrugged the injury off and he had that shot, he had Ward on the overlap, but he chose to shoot. He cut inside, and you've then got Judge. His crying for. I love the enthusiasm that you really wanted the ball. That's great. But when we can't pick out a pass in the rest of the game, how does he think he's going to thread it through all of them players in the box for a little tap in? It's just never going to happen. I'm happy he had the confidence to shoot.
Google user, our shooting's below par. Barry Mann, I'm at the game. I think we had an okay first half. Bench looks good. We're getting forward, just not quick enough. Barry, I'd love to hear from you at full time. So I've got a number of questions for you, particularly that response to the players leaving the field at half time. Mixture of, well, not a mixture really, 90% claps, 10% boos. Which camp were you in and why? I'd like to hear more of that. Crunches, it's a 90-minute game. Yeah, I've always said that. But sometimes you can't ignore what's right in front of your face. You can't say
Jackson needs to be more
your
positive.
Catcher cheating. It's been 6 months. I'll ignore it. Like, we're bad. We're bad. We're so bad it stinks so far in this first half. So It might be 90-minute game crunch, but I'm not having it. We're not a goal threat, Stuart Codling.
Well.
That's my biggest issue, guys. And that's why I'm kind of sort of.
I think
angry.
of late we've looked more of a goal threat. I know it's because Burton are absolutely terrible, but we're actually threatening more. This is a better game to watch than a lot I've had to watch.
But that's not saying anything. That's not saying anything.
It is. What more do you want?
Well, no. What you're saying is it's not.
We're not going to turn into Barcelona overnight, are we? I'm just enjoying that this is slightly better, slightly less terrible than the other Tuesday night dross I've had to endure.
The opposition are worse. So are we playing down or are they playing up? I firmly believe they're playing down. And
they're playing down. Yeah.
If I was at this ground, if I was at Portman Road tonight, it smells of death. It smells of the Paul Jewell rain, the Roy Keane rain, the Mick McCarthy rain towards the end. It stinks of death. And you can't escape that. Whether you're a Lambert fan or an anti-Lambert or a pro-Evans or an anti-Evans, you can smell it from the screen. It's players that are, I don't want to say going through the motions because I don't want to ever question a player's effort, but it stinks. And it's almost Coventry-esque, Neil. That day in Coventry, when I said to you guys, take a good look at this stadium because you went back here for a long time. It's that sort of feeling. Do you remember that? It's that sort of, something's not right at this stadium.
What are you saying to all the League One teams this season? Take a good look at Portman Road. You won't be seeing them again.
Yeah. No, I can't.
I don't think we're quite that terrible, Martin, but.
No, I disagree. I'm Blue Soap 627881 said 100% Martin. Rob Puddy, so sad our standard at the club is an all-time low. Callie, fans stand at the club is higher than owners. Stinks of death, brilliant. Well, it's not brilliant, but I appreciate the compliment I think in there. Leighton Durrant, my cardboard cutout looks more and more depressed every game. Leighton, ask for your cardboard cutout back, mate. Don't put it through it. Don't put it through that experience. Cardboard cutouts don't deserve to sit through that first half, quite frankly. Poor people. Amy, stat from Brenner. First half goal for 8 games ridiculous. That is right. Where are we in terms of players coming out? Oh, the dream team are back out. Taylor and Lambert. We're back. We'll leave it there. We're back at full time. Join us then for your say, not mine, yours. I want to hear from you on the show. So join us at full-time whistle with love, with care. Where's my outro? There it is.